Hello and welcome. I'm Johnny B.
And I'm the Restless Kaiser.
Together we are Modelling for Advantage. Now, today we're doing a little bit of a WARCRY update.
Update, yeah.
Obviously you've seen us, I hope obviously you've seen us do the unboxing of the main core box set for WARCRY.
Be a link in the doofer on the screen, just one here. Of these corners somewhere. There. The thing with the click here.
Boop, boop. Anyways, Michael's taken a brunt of this project on because he purchased the WARCRY box set itself. So Michael's got all the terrain built up and he's done it as per the specifications for the cards you get in the game, which we discussed because you said...
Yeah, we mentioned that in a WARCRY video. Yeah. But if you build it as per the instructions...
Then you can't use the bloody cards.
You can't use the terrain cards. You've got bits missing. So there'll be another link in the doofer for that.
There will be. I mean, there's plenty of talk on the community about that. And there's plenty of people that have actually taken the effort, so thank you guys for doing that, taking the effort to
show you how to construct it.
Show you how to construct it properly and make it done. Yeah. So you've done that, and we have done that. Fully put together terrain in the configurations of the cards that you get there.
Assuming the site I used was right.
Assuming
I haven't actually checked that, but I'm sure it was.
So another thing we talked about was you did not want to paint it. Painting, obviously, is the next stage in this hobby for the WARCRY. You did not want to paint it like a green bottle.
No, I didn't want it to look like a dirty fish tank. So what I did...
You decided to paint it like a dug-up green bottle.
We talked about the different options. So I've got my the scenery you probably haven't seen very much of, but all my Kill Team scenery, I've got several sets of that.
Yes.
It's been in the 140k video that's on the channel so far, the Nurgle one, but that's not great because that's all the Zandri
dust stuff.
That's all the Zandri dust. And I was like, I've got a lot of that. It's nice, but I've got a lot of that. So I didn't want this to look like that. And then, I wanted it to stand out a bit more on the camera. Because we're doing more videos now.
Yeah, seem to be doing a lot more.
Yeah, so I didn't just want to do it like a grey stone. So I was going to go for red. I was pretty set on like a corn red or something. And then I realised that half the warbands are red.
Right, yeah, that would be awkward.
So then I just defaulted back to...
It is a slightly different shade of green than the
slightly different shade of green.
Which is good. So, can you walk us through how you started this and how you got to this stage?
It's probably really see that very well, but there'll be some stills.
A massive work in progress at the moment. Yeah. It's constructed as we say, and Michael's playing around with the colouring of it, the colours. We want it to be effective, but quick as well. That's the thing. So run us through what the steps you got.
So I primed it with the old £1 grey rattle can from the pound can, mate, because I know you hate that stuff,
mate.
I love it. I love it.
Does this exactly the same
scenery. So I actually did a tester piece, and then I tarted it up with the Celestra Grey to lighten it a bit, the prime colour, and put a green wash on it, and that looks all right.
Okay, so we're going flat grey, green wash. What green wash was it? What colour?
It's a Thonian camo shade, and some other people have done it that colour. This bigger piece that I've done now, I forgot that I had Celestra grade the tester piece.
So this is
just from the grey. This is a medium grey from a rattle can, and I think I might just leave it at
all right, because I'm not seeing much difference between that and...
On some of the flagstones you can see the grey, but it looks more like it's mouldy rather than actually originally a green.
Right.
So I'm not sure. But the other thing was about what I was going to do with the timber, because I'd seen a video of a few people using contrast paints for wood.
Yes.
And for wood, especially textured wood on the scenery, worked quite well. And I was going to like dust the upper layers with a white and hopefully get some contrast coming through.
Is that something you're still going to do? Do you reckon?
That is something I'm still going to do.
For the predominantly wooden sections.
I'm going to use that. I'm going to try snakebite leather because I hear that you can get good results with that. Probably need a little bit of highlighting on the sharpened stakes on the top, but we'll see how that goes. But I realised then if I want to do that for the platforms and stuff on here, that's about then going back to white, which I run risk in, because this wash covered colour is not going to be easy to reproduce.
That's not something you want to go back and try and spray that or undercoat that.
No, so I think with this, I'm just going to go for like dry back. Or Rhinox hard is really dark. Yeah. And then maybe a dry brush it a bit of Momfang, a bit old school. And then the greys, again, I'm feeling that the brass or the bronze would look really striking.
Make it pop, but
it pop, but there's a lot of it. It might pop too much.
Right.
Might pop too much. So I'm still a bit unclear on what I'm doing with that.
Okay.
The only piece of what you might say is nearly finished is the old Sigmar head there.
Sigmar head.
And I'm doing this because this is super quick because it took a long time to build this stuff.
Yeah,
this was
this
was a half-day job at least.
You say that, but I've seen on all these forums they're like, "Whoa, look at me! I did this in a day." Which is awesome.
So yeah, this has just got that grey wash on it, and the statue is just Celestra grey dry brush. Sorry, Mechanica standard dry brush over a black undercoat.
Yeah.
Then Celestra. Then a little bit.
Did you prime this with the grey?
Black.
You primed this one with black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I was saying with these, I'd painted these the Celestra grey
to bring it back up
rather than the prime colour.
Right.
Yeah, to get.
I like that. That's really effective. And you're saying that's just literally Mechanica's standard grey over a black.
And then again with Celestra, no, there's no wash on there.
That looks very smooth.
It looks like it's done the job. I was tempted to paint the eyes black or something.
No, I think it looks good like that.
You know, but that's probably closer to what the end product's going to look like on those. Okay. So that's the scenery. The ladders and stuff are all still separate. Yep. I'm going to get you to magnetize.
Yep, that's the gist of it. You can do that.
Or at least to magnetize one and see if it holds together in a battle.
Yep. I have seen some other modelling tips for those sections of stairs and stuff of like literally just getting sprue and making stilts for it. That's an option. A lot of people seem quite convinced that it just clicks into place where it's meant to be quite sufficiently. Sacrifices, my friend,
mate,
for the game. For the game.
So anyway, the bulk of the work I've been doing is around getting this scenery because just about everyone we know is going to be using this set of scenery.
For sure.
And we'll lay it out and we'll get some stills for you to look at. So that's the battlefield. So we can play with the cards.
That's the thing we need next.
Yeah.
You've got the battlefield. You're in progress of sorting that out. I'm sure it won't take you too long. I like the scheme as well. Next step, get some models onto the damn table.
Onto the table.
Now, I'm assuming this is going to be post production, but we have Michael's very first WARCRY actual team that he's going to do. So hopefully we'll see these on the table, the Corvus Cabal. Again, another video you can possibly check out if this is post.
Yeah, I think you're pointing in the right place as well there, John. Yeah, I think it's going to be over there.
But in the meantime,
yeah, well, like with Kill Team, one of the advantages of these skirmish games is it's like, oh, I've always wanted 10 of those models or whatever. So I've got a kind of a short, medium, and long-term plan with WARCRY.
Okay.
Feeding into it. The short term was knowing that I've got to do all this scenery.
Yeah,
so
I've got a bulk of the
I've got to use something that's pretty much ready to go.
Yes.
So there's a painting video on that. I'm using my Mantic skeletons.
Yes. You said about that.
You know, I painted up the elite ones. I already had a bunch of the non-elite ones to use as Graveguard, and I fished out an old vampire model from Lord knows where is going to use as the Necromancer.
Sure it's a vampire? I'm pretty sure that's Kate Bush.
You're pretty sure it's Kate Bush, yeah, from... we'll have some stills for comparison. I don't think we'll be able to put the old Heathcliff video in, otherwise we'll be done for royalties.
Oh well.
So the skeletons are going to be like what I'm going to play with when we get started.
Gets us on the table.
Yeah. I don't want everybody waiting for me to do that.
Yes.
The Corvus Cabal, which you said we've done a video on, that's the WARCRY warband that I'm intending to use. And if we do like a campaign, like a month from now when people are ready, I'm going for those guys.
Good.
Yeah, I had originally thought with these warbands, said, oh, maybe they'll make great Chaos Cultists in 40k. They're not going to make great Chaos Cultists. They may be bits for Chaos Cultists.
Some of them might, but these are quite dynamic.
They're quite specific and don't have guns.
Yes.
Or look like they take a crappy arm from those Chaos Cultist sprues. So, those. And then the longer term, though, is the Nighthaunt stuff. So, again, looking at rather than and I'm a gamer in a broader sense than just Games Workshop.
For sure.
And I'm not intending to let my modelling and gaming be limited by some of the restrictions that GW put in. I'm interested in undead in a fantasy setting.
Yeah.
Now GW separate them out into different factions, but nobody else does.
No.
So I'm hoping to get some models. So for example, the Nighthaunts, some of those like Banshee and Ethereal type models going to stick as leaders in skeleton regiments for Kings of War or something. There's another thing we're looking at down the line.
Do you know what?
Just mixing it up a little bit.
Having models that can be used for multiple systems is a good thing. And Jason from Battle Knights Gaming
Nights and Gaming Nights,
that is a big thing for him.
Yeah.
He makes sure that he can get the most out of these miniatures that he's purchased.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's good that you're doing that too.
So the Night Haunts is something that probably in the longer term, whether they're going to even make it into WARCRY, I don't know.
I think they will.
Well, because I need to paint these guys up and I need to paint the scenery and
but so I bet you get those done before the Cabal.
Yeah, probably. So, and what other people then? That's sort of me.
That's how far you've got. You've got the scenery going on. You've got a potential WARCRY warband ready to go with a medium of your Skelly Bobs. I'm still attempting to do the. You were kind enough to give me the old Beasts of Doom or whatever they're called out of here, Untamed Beasts.
The Untamed Beasts.
So I'm working on those at the moment. I've only managed to do a tester at the moment. A little sample.
It looks pretty cool though.
Thank you very much.
It's got a real kind of
different,
brutal look about him.
It's very tribal, and it's quite different.
So we get you some stills of some
hopefully, it's only one model, so don't get too fizzy.
But it's fully painted as a tester model.
Yeah, fully painted.
And is he 100% contrast?
He is. No. He's 90% contrast, okay? Well, we've already touched on this.
Yeah.
The contrast gives me an option to get right in there with the base colours and almost most of the shading's done. As they've said, as everyone knows so far, you get that first coat on, it's good. And then you can just highlight up. And that, I feel like it's taken a little bit of time off.
Yeah.
So that's good.
What do you get models painted? That's a huge progress. Yeah, whatever method you're using, you're painting more models than you used to.
It seems to be,
You know, and it's not just the fact that we're doing YouTube channels, I think. YouTube videos, you got the motivation.
It's actually working. So that's it. Hopefully I'll get those finished in a reasonable time, similar time to when you'll finish this terrain. And then we can actually get some dice rolling on the table. I mean, we're gonna have a feel for it.
We're gonna play a game quite soon with the models, but I don't think we're going to video it because a lot of the stuff will be unfinished.
No, that's correct.
And a bit now. You don't want to be watching a video. Some guys playing where their arms are not unglued on the models yet.
I don't want them to see that.
No, but we have to learn the game.
Yes, we do have to.
So we'll be playing quite soon, but I reckon it's going to be a week or so, maybe more before you actually see the finished product. But I want you to know that it's coming, I suppose.
Yes.
And there's some other guys. So down at our gaming club at the Luton Tabletop Gamers, there's a lot of interest there. I don't know how much of that will translate into painted warbands before we all die of old age. I know people have bought stuff, people are keen on it. But I mean, how big a pile of plastic sprue have you got at home, John?
That's the hobby, isn't it?
Yeah. It's collecting plastic
the amount of memes I've seen of I'll die before I finish these projects.
Yeah.
I think what Workshop did with the the Night Haunts and the Legions of Nagash and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's actually going to let people access the game far sooner than having to paint it up. There's Age of Sigmar players down at the club.
Yeah.
They can just directly translate that onto the table. So, yeah, hopefully, as you say, that will.
Yeah, and I know James Workshop, who's been in some videos, I've been in some of his ones anymore.
Yeah.
He's taken the other half of that kit, so the Iron Golems. Yeah, and we've got a couple of stills of the models. So again, he's working his way through that. So it's going to be more than just me and John doing videos on this, hopefully.
Which is good.
So WARCRY coming up. This was the first kind of process video that we've done. We'd be really interested in the comments. Show us where you've got to with your war game.
Yes, please.
With your war games projects, and especially the WARCRY. Did you cut your finger with the bloody snippers? Have you ever done that,
mate? I have not.
Like with the clippers, straight through a chunk of my flesh. No. That's really painful. Really painful. Did that cutting this stuff?
Did you learn anything from it?
Yeah, that it bloody hurts when you do that.
Jolly good.
Right.
Bear that in mind, folks.
That was us. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I'm going to keep time, all right? Heathcliff. It's me. It's Kathy. I've come home now. So cold. Let me into your window. Dickhead.
I had to go pop singer.
Yeah.